Hi guys. I just wanted to show you a couple applications. How it might relate to your final project with your digital self-portraits and cubism. What you see in front of you is a self-portrait that I had taken, setting up a tripod and certain kind of lights. You see the light coming from the right-hand side of the image on the left, and the same image brought into a Photoshop document, applied with the kind of background I talked about in the last lesson, using geometric shapes and colors and overlays and certain filters. What I haven't shown you as of yet are the artistic filters up in the menu, which is up here, and what I did was I went down to again, I'll go back a couple lessons ago. If a window doesn't show up, then you just simply we want effects, and those are related to the filters. You go down and click on effects, and you'll see the effects pop up. And each one of these in this window, in this palette, it'll show you what you can potentially get with each image on every layer. So the sky's the limit in terms of what your creativity can be with this. So just for an example, I will click on one of these filters, and you should, actually I can't do anything to the base layer, the background layer, like I said, so I automatically duplicate it. Now I can do it, and it should show up. Okay, so it does show up. What you're looking at right now is a super enlarged image of myself, but if I think, let's see, bring down the size, let me see here. Oh, minus and plus sign down here. I'll go to minus. And kind of gives you an idea of what you can use. I can go to each one of them. That's interesting. And it'll give you the different effects. And if you look down here, you got styles, textures. Tells it basically gives you a visual example of what your options are. And it gives you details in terms of up here, like this is grout, and I can adjust the kinds of ink outlines. That didn't really work that great, but if you adjust the settings, you get different effects. Go to, it's a plastic wrap. Now imagine this, separating the background. You can always cancel. Let's see, what else we got here? Let's see. This is going to take some time to experiment with, so I'm going to grant you a lot of time to do this. But I want to see the work that you did and a printout of each. Okay. That's basically it. But the background, it has to be a complete composition. It has to have geometric shapes. In this particular piece, what I did was I took my regular face, I threw some filters on it, but basically made the background using the polygon tool in a series of shapes, and then I followed suit on my face and looked for facial planes, the highlights like here, the darks, the front of the nose, the side of the nose, the mustache, underneath the lip, chin, jaw, etc., etc., etc. So you kind of get it, where we're going. So that's it in a nutshell. Again, I'll be walking around assisting, and don't sweat this. It's a big program, and it has a lot of potential, and I think you'll enjoy it.